So thank you for joining us for the next episode of the Nerd Alert podcast from the fabulous podcast video studio of the Ann Bedsole Library at the Alabama School of Math and Science. I'm joined, as always, by my co-host, Dr. John Hoyle, and this roster of special guests. I always think they're extra special, but they're extra special. In this case, so we have Dr. Natalie Ortell, we have JaTaviah Tarver, Sr., and we have Marie Reed, Sr. So thanks, everybody. We like to start off, as we were just saying before we started rolling, this is very much a nerd podcast. So we're going to start by the traditional opening question. What are you nerding out about? Who would like to go first?
Not me.
Okay, Dr. Hill, you go first.
Okay, I'm going to show my old man side right now.
I'm ready.
So I went on a cruise over the Christmas break, and they served muesli every morning.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have been nerding out by spending way too much money to have imported European muesli delivered to my house, and I eat it cold every morning. I don't bring my son to school anymore. The carpool days are done. He drives himself now. So I have an extra 15 minutes where I just take a very cold bowl of cereal, European cereal, out of the refrigerator, and it's a blissful 10, 15 minutes of eating that in the morning, and I'm nerding out about that.
Perfect.
I know I've made it so unappetizing
Yeah,
to
I don't
everybody.
want it at all.
But
The internet
wow.
calls that self-care. That's self-care, right? Young people, would you call?
Yeah,
I would definitely call it
Definitely.
What are
self-care.
anybody else? What are you nerding out about?
Currently I'm learning about cards, like cardistry, and like the different tricks you get to do with them. Now, if you ask me to do a card trick, I probably wouldn't be able to perform one perfectly for you right now, but I could definitely explain it to you. I know the sleights of hands. So.
You've shown me some very interesting card
That's
tricks in
really
class.
cool.
I think that's very cool.
All right.
I've been working on my time management and stuff recently. So I'm trying this thing out for the month of March where I remove TikTok and reels and stuff like that.
You're just saying that in front of me.
No, for real, I have. And we're just into March, but I've noticed I've been able to read a whole lot more. I go to bed on time now, so I don't feel
There
like
was
I'm
something for everyone in that.
yeah, for sure.
There.
It's really hard at the beginning, but now that I've kind of gotten a flow into it, you just feel like you have way more time, because
You win so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should
You
be very
said that
proud
to
of
make us
yourself.
look bad. You
Yeah, I know.
did.
No, well,
You have one last chance.
Mine would be along the same lines as Dr. Hull, except for I'm not importing anything, but I am very into sourdough right now.
Okay.
Ooh.
So it's very scientific and it's microbial, and then I get bread at the end. So I'm really getting into all the different ways you can use sourdough and sourdough discard. So I make my own Cheez-Its with sourdough.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and then I've got a buffalo cream cheese one and an espresso one, and that's what I
We
do
don't
every
believe
Sunday.
you until we actually get to try it and sample it.
Well, it's not the European cereal, so I don't think I can bring it in, but it could help with time management because
My
it's a
son
nice
Jack,
reward,
teenager, he is also into sourdough right now. So we are reaping the benefits of his experiments in the kitchen. And
Yeah.
it is so fun and awesome.
It's amazing. I love it. I love it.
How cool.
Thanks.
Okay, you might win.
No.
He just said that
It's
because
not a
we're
con-
adults.
Yeah.
I
you
am
said
very
really
proud of you,
sleeping.
Murray.
I know. We know what you were doing, and we love
Keep
it.
it up, Murray.
You know what?
You're doing good.
Don't
I
stop
trust
kissing
you.
up. We're into it. We like it.
I
I would
believe
recommend
you.
a book. We could nerd out about a book called Sourdough that I read a few years ago by the author Robin Sloan. Did you
I
ever
do
read
not
that other
know
book
this.
called something like Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Library? Did anybody ever read that?
No.
Okay, well that's good. And then he has a great book called Sourdough that you should read.
Okay, I will.
Okay, that was my last
on my
minute nerd
TBR.
thing. Okay, well great. So now, pivoting to our next topic on my important card here, Dr. Will wants us to talk about what is a lesson from the classroom that you have learned the hard way. If you'd like to embellish that question at all to help explain it to us.
I think being an administrator at ASMS gets to open your eyes to a whole lot of things. You see people grow while they're here, and one of the tough things that people learn are hard lessons at school, at a boarding school. So maybe in the moment it seems tough, but then you come out on the other end and you actually understand the world a little bit better. So I'll give you an example. It's been hard for me working at ASMS to understand that intelligence only gets you so far in life, and that there are a whole bunch of other things that you need to possess in order to be successful. So you could have the person who gets a perfect score on everything, and that person sometimes you see in life, things don't work out like they had hoped. So intelligence isn't everything. And that's kind of been hard to deal with, because students here sometimes are amazing, but we want to also teach them to be more well-rounded, etc. So
I just noticed Mr. I'm not using my phone getting it.
yeah,
That is not count. That is like 95%
it's
team
fine.
specific. Okay,
It's
it's
during
like
a podcast recording. I forget he should have been.
yeah,
that's
for sure.
totally cool.
I think I'm kind of like going against what I just said there, but don't worry about that. That didn't happen.
That was a big relief for the rest of us.
all
Thank you.
good.
Yeah. Mhm, mhm.
So what?
Big lesson I've learned here. I don't know about you. You took probably advanced geometry, right?
It could be
yeah.
small
Yeah.
too. It could
Yeah.
be
Did
something
take
small.
advanced geometry.
Well, I'm sure like once everyone here at ASMS has taken like Miss Webb's advanced geometry class, everyone knows that's like it's like not a hard class, but it's definitely like a big adjustment, just because it's a harder math, like especially when you first come here. You know what I mean? Because like when you first come to ASMS, I think like a lot of like students have like an image of like what this is going to look like, and for me it's been better than what I thought. But on academics, like it's a big adjustment, and like it's a whole lot different from public school. But I remember the hardest lesson I learned was like before I didn't really like need to study so much, and like as you said, like intelligence only gets you so far. Well, it turns out it did. I failed my first geo test, but then like I learned about it, and like I went to office hours, understood stuff, and then the next test I rolled around with a solid A. So like and it proceeded like that for the rest of that class. But like I would say like that's like the big like wake up call, and I'm sure every other ASMS student, I'm sure JT has too, like, has like a
for sure.
like learning from the failures kind of story. But
Yeah.
that's mine.
Yeah, actually, that's also mine. I have to fully agree
Yeah.
with you
Yeah.
there.
The first
Like,
test is always like the worst.
It definitely is, but like instead of geometry was definitely one of the hard courses. But for me, it was actually human geo.
Oh, yeah.
That class was so hard, and I honestly did not think I was gonna pass it, because I was like I had never taken a course like it before, so I didn't know how to study for it. And also like coming here, I never studied before. Like it was just like, oh, I'll just pay attention in class, I'll be fine, right? And then I leave the classroom and I just do like typical teenager things, like just hang out with my friends, and like I'll like probably look over a chapter like once or twice, but never really delve into it. And so because of that, I definitely learned how to study, definitely stopped procrastinating as much as I used to. But yeah, I gotta agree, that's definitely one of my like lessons.
So there's lots of research going on about resilience and how people just have to gain more resilience, and it only gets harder in life. Do you think those two lessons that you learned will help in that respect? I mean, have you thought through like how this thing that you went through is going to help you in your future?
Yes, I definitely will say that I have, because of the fact that when I came here, like failure was a really, really big thing to me. And I thought, oh, if I don't get an A, then I fail. Like I completely thought it was the end of the world. But I soon came to realize like, okay, I felt this, or well, I didn't get an A on this, but that doesn't necessarily mean I felt it. It just means, okay, I need to prepare better in this area. And like, like I came to the fact that it's not the end of the world just because I didn't get the highest grade that I thought that I could get. But at the end of the day, I still pushed myself to like be best at what I had at the time. And so I definitely learned a new definition for failure and success, and it definitely looks different now. And because of that, I feel like I am on top of the world. I feel like I can really do anything I put my mind to, because at the end of the day, as long as I did all that I could, who could take that away from me? So I definitely think that it has.
Yeah,
Very
for
cool.
sure.
Well, one of our technical producers, Avery, learned a lesson the hard way right before we started. Do you want to tell us about something you may have learned the hard way in this room just a few minutes ago?
Apparently, the studio lights that point down on our lovely people who do our podcast here are very hot.
Right.
Test light before
Yes.
touch light.
Dr. Ortell, what's the lesson that you learned?
Like for my own school experience or as a teacher
I
at
think
ASMS?
either way.
I think something for me as an instructor is building off of what you guys said, which is really recognizing that you come in with drive and you want to learn and you're really curious, but you don't have a lot of skills in a lot of the applications of what we're expecting from you in the classroom. So really recognizing how I can support you so you can have that resiliency, so you can fail, but not feel like it is the biggest failure. And so I was really happy to hear you, Murray, say like, oh, I went to office hours and boom, I was like feeling better about it, because resiliency is not just a self-driven thing, it's also understanding the support to be resilient. And so making sure that I know how to put myself out there as that support for you. I think that was a good lesson I learned very early, and I think I do a pretty good job about that in the classroom. So I'm glad to hear that you guys are
Sometimes
hearing the same
smart
thing.
people, they just think that they can kind of figure it out on their own too, and the world doesn't work that way. Adults understand that we have to rely on each other to get things done, and we have strengths and weaknesses, and when we have a weakness, it's fine to say, hey, I'm not great at this. You are. Can you help me with this?
Yeah, I will say that's another thing with resilience that I learned, is that it's okay to reach out and ask for help and support, especially from your peers too. I definitely learned that learning from your peers is definitely one of the best ways to learn, and it's not as like scary or intimidating as like it seems at first. Like it actually really helps a lot.
And I'd also like to know, like, you know, the nice part about ASMS is, like, the teachers, like, you know, you can always go to a teacher, and, like, for the first time in, like, my school career, like, you know, I'm, like, not afraid to, like, go to a teacher for help, you know, and with peers, like, this is, like, one of the first, like, schools, you know, I've ever been to, and, like, and I came in as an incoming junior, but where, like, they're not going to judge you if you don't know something, you know what I mean? Like, it's, like, I'm sure, like, at your old school, like, and I was too, like, you know, you were more driven to learn than some other kids. And, you know, like, now that you're surrounded by these kinds of people, like, you know, at ASMS, I think it really does help to, like, you know, feel comfortable in your own skin and kind of work and learn, you know, in a fun way.
Especially because when you come here, you get hit with the reality that you're not at the top of your class anymore.
For sure, yeah.
Like,
There is no top.
Like, you really get hit with that, and at first it really does, like, it hits you. It's like, wow, but then you learn, like, okay, like, I'm not at the top, but realistically none of us are. We all just have our different strengths and weaknesses, and because of that we're able to help each other.
And we don't rank students.
Yes,
and
I
we
know
do that on
that's-
purpose
I like
because
Yeah, me too.
we don't want to create a super competitive environment. We would rather have peers helping other peers and know that we're all in it together.
It also relieves a lot of the pressure of having like a typical high school, like not having the pressure of like being the grades. Like it really does help, and because of that I feel like I'm able to flourish more, and I think some of my peers could say that too. Also, one thing I do want to say is that I want to quote Emma Kate. Emma Kate said that being here at ASMS has taught her that, like, being here at ASMS not only teaches you how to be independent, but how to be someone others can depend on. And I think about that all the time. Like, and she's right. Like, it really does.
And McKade South.
Yes.
Write that down.
Shout out.
Write it down.
Somebody put that in something on the website right away. Well, obviously we have some very wise seniors here.
Yeah, for sure.
So as we're looking back, Dr. Hoyle actually went around campus and looked back with some of the seniors on their baby pictures.
Adorable.
And so we're going to watch that segment now.
Eric, you got an easy one. Whose baby picture is this?
Oh, I know him. That's is that Quaid?
Yes.
Oh,
Good job.
no.
You think you can guess who this is?
I think 100%. I'm gonna have to guess. I feel like this is super obvious. Leanna.
Yes. Okay. Can the both of you recognize these two babies?
Oh my goodness.
Look at the initials.
Emma Kate?
Yes.
Okay.
Good.
Is it Maddie?
Yes. Good job. Addie, I have an adorable baby picture here. Do you think you can figure out who this is?
Maybe.
It's a fellow senior.
Is that James?
Nope. No, it's not. No, not at all.
2 hours later.
Come on, it's very obvious. They are sampling snow.
2,000 years later.
I need a hint.
I just gave you an amazing hint where I included the person's last name in what I just told you.
Snow?
No. Sampling.
Avery?
Yes, it's Avery. Oh, hello, Avery. Hello. Can you guess who this is? that JT? Yes! Good job. JaTaviah,
Yes?
I like the fit today.
Thank you.
Can you tell me who this is?
Oh,
It's an easy one.
it's easy.
Yes, I got it right away.
Is it, I don't know, is it Jeffrey Dale?
Nope.
Is it Josh?
Nope.
Is it Reese?
Nope. Starts with a J.
It starts with a J?
Yep.
Wait, who is this? Wait. Is it a James?
Yes.
Oh, it's James Lott?
Yes.
Oh,
Good job. Good job.
Food, and we are now ranking dorm snacks because, of course, all of our listeners surely know
Experts.
ASMS is a residential school, which means that these fiendish children consume all kinds of food here all the time. So we've prepared a list, and we're going to do something that I don't understand. It is called a single-use tier list. I don't know. Could you please explain it to us,
Yeah,
Dr.
we're going to
Ortell?
rank these things.
Okay.
And
Okay,
we
rank.
have Dr. Ortell here, too, who can add some tisking and tasking for
Okay,
us so that we can maybe learn some alternatives, because none of this stuff could be very good for you,
Okay,
even
okay.
though it's delicious.
So the rankings are S.
Yeah, S tier, like superlative.
So S is good. It doesn't mean
It's
sucks.
S
good.
is like your
S
top.
is good.
S is like the
Top.
top tier.
Okay, so the A is no longer top anymore. Should we add that to the grading system? We'll come back to that. S, A, B, C, and okay, so it's in order as we would expect.
Yeah.
So let's start with one of our most burned items on campus, ramen. Where do you guys rank ramen?
The fire department ranks it F for
As an F
sure
for-
because
F for
they
fire.
come over here
Flammable,
for
yes.
Or fire.
Okay, I would give ramen like C. I'm giving it a C. And
Okay,
C's-
okay.
What about you guys?
That's interesting.
Amongst dorm life, definitely an S tier.
It's S
Oof.
tier.
It's
Okay.
S tier.
It's
If
definitely
y'all
S
saw,
or A. For
yeah,
sure.
if y'all
S
saw
or
our
A.
team's
Consumption of
messages, it's
ramen.
literally, hey, does anybody have ramen in a tray? Like it's just ramen all the
It's
time.
Do you guys
bartered.
have like
It's definitely
cool
bartered.
specialized like ramen, or is it just like the same stuff we get at the grocery store?
It's probably like your most traditional ramen like out
Okay.
there.
So
Like
it's
I
not
mean,
like
it's
well,
probably
what
stuff
do you
they
have?
caught at a Mardi Gras parade.
Exactly.
yeah,
yes.
like
yes.
I have like ramen galore from Mardi Gras this
I
past
knew
year.
it.
my favorite brand. Ramen
Yeah.
Galore.
Okay, well we have those ones. Like those ones are kind of like low. Like think of this like as money. Like the Budok ramen for a hot minute, especially in girls' dorm, was like gold. Like it was like trading gold.
So it's
for
currency.
Budok.
Wow.
Ramen
It's like
is currency.
pretty much, yeah.
I've had that kind before. It's too. I think it's too spicy. What about? We have some kids working back.
Too salty as well.
Well, sure.
I mean, that's going to be a continual theme here with
It
ours.
is. You're right.
Oh, wait, are you dropping knowledge on us already?
No, keep going. Keep going.
Okay, so kids, what about you? Ramen. We have a senior and incoming student, so I don't know if it changes over time.
In my opinion, ramen's more worth it to trade with somebody than actually eat yourself.
Ooh,
Another.
It is,
This is
that's
another.
a very
take.
valid
So
point.
people trade it. It's
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
it's,
it's
it's like a
literally a
currency
currency.
within the dorms
Yes.
for sure.
Wow.
This is fascinating. Lola, our tender incoming. What has been your experience so far?
I think if we're including like all types of ramen, it's S tier.
Ah, yeah.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
as long as you know
Yeah,
how
as
to
long as
also eat vegetables and protein
Yes, thank
and have
you.
those on the side.
Thank you.
Then,
Yeah, so like ramen is not a bad like I'm going to preface all of this with in no way shape or form is anyone and should anyone take this away as like I shouldn't eat any of this. You should treat yourself, right? Like you want to have a little Uncrustable or buy some European cereal, like you should do that, right?
Some bougie muesli.
You should do it. But it's all about what else you're doing. So Lola brings up a really good point. Ramen, great. Add some broccoli to it. Throw some tofu in it. Add a little bit of bean sprouts to it. You're adding stuff to it that you're actually getting some vital nutrients, some protein, some minerals, and then that's a great little snack for you. Okay, hold on, let me think
And
about it.
since we're adults, we've never used it as currency.
Right. So I've never traded for this. Energy drinks are gonna be low. Okay, so I guess I'd put ramen like a C
Okay.
for me. Yeah.
Okay, that's
It's just bare ramen.
I'm with
nothing
you
else.
there.
Yeah.
I'm with you there.
Wait,
All right, so just like with all snacks, you have to go between salty and sweet. So now we're going to say Pop-Tarts. How do people feel about Pop-Tarts?
Is it hurricane season? Because if it's hurricane season, that's an S. Because you have to have Pop-Tarts for hurricane.
Well, you know.
If
okay,
it's
that's a-
brown sugar,
That's
it's an
my
S.
favorite.
Okay, so now this is an important. This has actually come up.
But
more
if
than
it's
once.
just strawberry,
Delicious.
It's a C.
Okay, for all of these, okay, we're gonna have to say your favorite version
Okay.
Okay.
of the Pop-Tart. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that.
Okay.
So not a bad one. That makes no
it's
sense.
S.
Your favorite. So S. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's good.
What about you guys?
I don't know if I put it at. That's hard, cause like I don't know. Like when I eat ramen, it's like praying for exams or something like that. Like that's when I eat it. That's no longer when it no longer becomes like a money token. That's when like you actually eat it. It's like during like exam week. But I probably put mean, it might be a hot take. I'm gonna put it at B. I don't know where.
I agree with Murray.
No,
I agree with Murray.
I agree as well. Actually, I'm not a big Pop-Tart fan. The only time you'll ever catch me eating a Pop-Tart is like if I'm rushing out in the morning and like I'm hungry. Like that's the only time I ever grab.
But have you had the brown sugar?
That's the best
No,
one.
I haven't actually. I'm not a big Pop-Tart.
Unfrosted strawberry.
Unfrosted.
That is a real hot take right there.
Unfrosted strawberry.
I don't know why they even make them. That is crazy. Okay, well, now we're going to hear about Cheez-Its. How do we feel about Cheez-Its? Did you mention Cheez-Its earlier? A homemade Cheez-Its?
I make my own.
You make your own Cheez-Its
from sourdough discard, and they're delicious.
That sounds amazing.
They're
that's
so good.
Sure.
Yeah, so good.
But that's not what we're talking about.
No.
We're talking about regular
Cheez-Its.
Like
Now, I
the
would use
regular
that as
ones, like the regular Cheez-Its, or like the
White
forgot
cheddar.
about all
There's
the
like all the
varieties.
other
So
ones.
many
too.
iterations.
Classic.
So
I think
many varieties. Let's go with classic. Let's go with classic version for this.
Yeah, classic Cheez-Its.
Classic is definitely like a B or C tier. It's like
Okay.
it's okay.
Mid.
It's not crazy.
It's not my go-to.
Yeah, it's
for
definitely
sure.
not my
Definitely not the
go-to.
go-to.
It's like if I have snacks and I don't have anything else, then I'll go for the Cheez-Its.
For sure.
But it's
Wow.
not like the-
It's my favorite snack.
I was going to say,
Really?
there's
Since a
Cheez-It
kid, I was
monster
a
here.
kid.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
yeah.
Cheez-Its. It's triple S tier to me. In fact, I was bartering for them on the senior trip.
We did, yes.
from all the
Nice.
snacks that people were passing around.
So that's your currency.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I actually
robbed
understand
them
this
from all
maybe a
the
little
snack
more
bags.
than I thought.
It was ugly.
Yeah. I love
Kids,
Cheez-Its.
producer kids, Lola, what about Cheez-Its? How do you feel about Cheez-Its?
I really like Cheez-Its. I think it's S tier. I think that this is slander.
All right, good. Finally, a little, some definitive words from the mysterious Lola. What do you guys think? Instant Mac, where do we rate it?
Ugh.
I actually not a big fan of it either.
Blech.
F tier.
Yeah, that is like.
Is there an F?
low.
F.
Yeah,
like
A or
A or-
S.
yeah,
I would
A.
say
Have
A
y'all
or
ever
S.
had real pasta? Because that
Oh, I
tastes
love real
like
pasta.
Adults put it at a D,
Garbage.
and kids put it.
I mean, I
No,
would
you gotta
really
season
would put
it, though.
Yeah,
Exactly. You
Add
gotta
some salt,
you gotta
pepper.
add some stuff.
Add
My
salt? That's
my friend
horrifying.
likes to add milk. Try to be like a little razzle dazzle there.
Right,
Use
right.
milk instead of water. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's a great late night snack. I will say that.
I'm not gonna eat that midday for sure.
Yeah, no, definitely not
But,
like a.
It's interesting how the circumstances
Yeah.
dictate.
Oh.
How
Yeah.
desperate they are.
We really should have done like a clock. Like where in the day
We're
are you
going to need a whole
consuming
different tier
these?
with
Yeah.
multiple like prongs.
Yes.
Some
Those
stuff.
energy drinks.
Ooh,
That's an S
S tier all
I think
the way.
this is a
S
hot
tier.
button
D,
issue. I'm
I
I mean,
guessing.
does that is
I-
that like just detonating a bomb inside the microbiome?
I
Am
mean,
understanding it
it's
properly.
Oh,
It's not good?
It's so bad. It's so bad, y'all. I know that you like the way it tastes, and I know that you think it gives you a little energy boost, but it is so bad for you. All of the additives, there's nothing natural in that. Maybe try some tea, tea with a little honey. I'm not saying don't ever have an energy drink, but the number of energy drinks consumed on this campus could fuel a small country's GDP. So like we've got to consider the damage that you're doing. You are not treating your body well when you are drinking 3 Celsius a day. Like you're just not.
I'm not that crazy. I don't think I drink 3 a day. Like I don't know. I like to splurge occasionally.
I will
Like that.
say, if it helps and if it counts, they only go around like crazy during exam week.
Yeah.
That actually doesn't
That's
help
not-
me at all,
Oh,
JT.
that's when
Because
sleep
you're not
is, like,
fueling your
down there.
brain and
But,
then you're
like-
not sleeping.
But we don't drink them. We don't drink them regularly.
The classroom,
Not true at all.
yeah.
She's laughing as
Uh-huh.
she's
As
telling
saying
you
it,
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like, okay,
With a straight face.
so let's like rethink it. A lot of people wake up in the morning and pop an energy drink. So how about we take a glass of water first and then we have an energy drink, because you have at least fueled your body with something it actually requires, and then you can think about the energy drink after that. And maybe you don't even want it after you've had some water or a tea. And then maybe it's your treat at the end when you've actually like accomplished something. But there's a lot of energy drinks being consumed on this campus.
This is going to be another good generational split, I think. What about Takis?
F.
Yeah.
F
We're
minus.
going to have to add
That's
that.
awful.
Straight in the garbage.
Takis
Oh,
are a
like-
D for me. It's,
They have a blue one. I saw a blue
Yes.
one.
oh, yeah. They have
And then
them
your
all.
fingers
There
look
you
like you've like picked up a Smurf.
You all can't really like this.
The red bag, yes, the nitro.
Those are
so
really
good.
Nitro, what?
Yes,
Yeah.
they're more so like peppers. Like I don't know how to describe it. I don't know how to describe it.
You want
but
something
they're
bad to
really
put in your body? Put that in there.
But like
Yeah.
it will
the
burn.
texture alone is garbage. much. It's like little cardboard tubes they've wrapped up,
Either the
and
tubes.
then
No, okay.
Cardboard tube.
they're like little cardboard tubes, right? Like little toilet paper tubes.
No,
Blue.
but like they're so
they're blue.
delicious with cream cheese though. Like
Oh
you
my
get them
God.
with
Wow,
Fuego.
I haven't
The
done that
Fuego
before.
ones and cream cheese are definitely like one of my go-to snacks. So I'm gonna say Takis or S tier, but them with the cream cheese.
I would
is so
put it at
good.
an S tier too.
It's so good.
What about Uncrustables? That's a convenient
Those are good.
snack.
I like that.
S. I love
S.
them.
Love 'em.
Oh yeah.
Do you
Really?
do you eat them frozen, Dr. Hoyle?
They're frozen.
Yeah.
Delicious.
When you can't wait for it to defrost, you just chow down
No.
straight
I
from
like
the
They're
it
freezer.
so
when like
good.
the peanut butter's still like kind of frozen, but then like the bread's like soft.
It's
you
like
know
an
what I'm
ice
talking
cream
about?
sandwich.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Wow.
I like when my jelly's a little.
There's a
ripe.
lot of
I
sugar in
Yeah.
there though.
There is a lot of sugar,
Really good.
but you are getting, you're getting some protein in there.
Oh yeah, peanut.
Sprinkle.
I think this is the
It's
least.
like-
This might be our least yucky item.
Yeah, like I would
Oh,
definitely
for-
rank it higher.
It's a sandwich.
It's higher than mac
We've
and cheese,
had-
which is
yeah.
and Takis.
I did see on the senior trip a senior taking the quote unquote crust off of the Uncrustable.
I do that.
and
yeah.
they said, I can't eat the crust.
What
and I'm
crust?
like, it's called an Uncrustable. There's no crust. But
There's
there's
no
a ring around it, and they had to remove that in order to be.
I just imagine them opening the bread and then eating the inside and then talking.
was like
they were
that.
like,
Yeah.
I can't eat bread.
It was like that.
I think that's a psychological issue.
For sure. Yeah.
I'm
I don't know.
concerned.
I don't.
When you
it's
say you
the
don't eat the
texture.
crust, what do you mean?
It's
Yeah,
the-
what-
It's like
Would you eat the
is
bread
it's
at all?
pressed. Like I
It's
eat
harder.
the bread. It is
Oh,
like,
okay.
It's like it simulates the crust. You know what I mean? It's like
It's
like
crust
the crust.
adjacent.
Uncrustable.
Yeah, it's the crust in the Uncrustable. So like I'm not. I have to pinch it off. I can't.
Oh wow.
So interesting.
Okay,
We're
well that's
learning
a whole. We're gonna
so
have to have a
much.
separate
We're
podcast
learning
about
so much.
that.
We're learning
We'll have
so
some
much.
other team of experts.
You got one more.
Oh, this is to me. Okay, I'm gonna head and start by putting this at D. I think these are super
Okay.
foul.
Alright.
Slim Jims.
I don't
Blech.
like those.
Meat
at all.
sticks.
Those are
They
that's a valid.
Wait,
Bomb.
oh no.
You'd have to be
They
just
I think-
about starving
I
to
think they're
death
like a
to
B
eat
or
Slim
A.
Jim.
A B or an A?
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
really?
like. They're
You don't hate them?
good. No, I don't hate them.
That gives me
Slim
heartburn like no
Jims?
tomorrow. I can't.
Yes.
Yeah. Those things give me heartburn. I don't.
Yes.
I don't touch them.
The commercials give me heartburn. I don't know if you guys, but and then the items.
Right.
We used to have. We grew up with these really crazy snap into a Slim Jim. Remember commercials? But you
Yes.
guys missed it. But it was bad.
Oh,
Well,
it
what
was like
about-
our own Kool-Aid man, but it
Yes,
was the
it was
Slim
like
Jim
that.
man.
Yeah,
Those
it was
seem like
not
the
good.
like
Nothing about it was
foot
good.
long.
Oh, God.
Slim Jims.
Yeah,
like,
because
in
of the gas
gas
station.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't eat it all in one sitting though, and then like have a side cheese on the side.
I don't
It's,
know.
like so
We're really
good.
into dipping things.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm a sauce person.
Well, sauce
but no,
person,
the
okay.
cheese are like cube cheese though. It's not liquid cheese.
Sometimes they come in a package like side by
Too,
side.
yeah.
No,
It
no,
looks so
not that
gross.
cheese, not the processed. It's too chalky. It like crumbles too easily. No, you gotta get like the real stuff from Walmart.
Yeah, that's where the standard is
So
here.
processed
What about
meat,
Greek
totally
yogurt?
great. Processed. Yeah, it's a great choice. As a vegan, I would rank a meat stick at the
Right.
bottom of everything.
So they're not vegetarian? They're
No,
not considered vegan?
no.
Okay,
But I mean, what you're eating them because you need some, like, you're getting protein, right? So like, why don't you try some mixed nuts? That gets you a whole bunch of protein.
I like trail
you
mix.
guys
You
eat your
know,
pine nuts?
trail mix.
Sure.
I don't know.
Not just a bag of pine nuts. That's crazy. But like, a mixed nut. Guacamole is a great source of protein too, right? And you're getting some healthy minerals, and that's a dip.
I love guacamole. It's so good.
We can all
Especially
agree
with
on
my
that.
burrito.
Okay.
All
I like
agree.
guacamole.
There you go. There you go. That's a good option.
Well, that was harrowing, but we made it. And now we're almost out of time. It's time to wrap up our illustrious podcast with what we call the Nerd Alert Triple Threat.
Ooh, okay.
So now we're going to start. And I would like to ask our kids and Mr. Floyd if you could weigh in. I don't know if you have before. The first question is, who is your favorite hero of fiction? If you could be any fictional character, what would you be? Who would you be? Or what?
That's tough. Who I would be, I don't know if I have enough time to think about that one, but I can tell you my favorite one is probably the Green Lantern.
Okay, Green Lantern.
I grew up watching all the cartoons. I have an extremely overly large collection of the comic books. Just one of my favorite characters, I think, mostly for the team aspect. I like the aspect that there's more than one of them, and they kind of work together as one large unit. So I would have to say the Green
That's a
Lantern.
great answer.
That's a good pick.
Kids? Students, I should say.
I'm going to go with Percy Jackson.
Nice.
Nice. Good.
That's a good answer, Miss Lola.
I'd probably say Hornet from Hollow Knight Silk Song
All right.
from a video game.
Guess.
Oh, me? That would be Samwise Gamgee.
Okay.
Yes. I had the privilege of seeing the Hobbits recently come
Oh,
together.
That was really recent, right?
Yes, and it was the most amazing thing, and he's exactly who he is, and it was incredible.
Loyal.
Yes, and so Samwise Gamgee all the way.
Okay,
That's
great
cool.
choice. Students?
Okay, I want to start off by prefacing saying I love Batman. I really
You
do. But I would actually have to say Doctor Strange.
Ooh,
Yes,
okay, cool.
little secret about me that I actually love Doctor Strange.
That's a great answer.
All right, great answer.
I don't know. I'm a big Harry Potter person, so like I don't want to say like the generic like Harry Potter, but it's probably Harry Potter. Like that was like my favorite part of like our senior trip was like getting to go to
Cool.
like, the Harry Potter world.
I'm proud of you for not trying to flex by picking some obscure characters.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
okay
that's
to
true.
have
Yeah,
Harry Potter.
I just love
Marie, I
Harry Potter.
cried the
choice.
first time I saw like the Harry Potter world, so I'm
Really?
with you on that. Yeah,
I don't know if I'm that level
That's
with
okay.
Harry Potter,
Okay.
but like
it was like a little tear when
I would
they
get
go
in
to
trouble
Diagon
for
It was a
Alley.
single dignified
It's
tear.
single
She missed
dignified.
it.
Yes,
It
exactly.
wasn't like sobbing.
Yeah,
for sure.
Unless you were, which is
I was not. I was just like
just a little tiny bit. Okay. Well, that brings us to our next question. Who is the biggest, and we have a running tally of this.
Okay.
Who do you guys think is the biggest adult nerd on campus?
Dr. Fry.
Dr. Fry.
Thank you for giving the correct answer. So far,
I disagree.
3 people have said Dr. Fry. So now we have 3.
Well, Murray did not.
I know, and you haven't answered yet.
I'm stuck between either Dr. Fry or like Dr. Byrne. Dr. Byrne, if you
I
get
kinda
him
like
going
Dr.
on
Byrne.
something,
Dark horse candidate.
yeah,
I like it.
I would say like my final decision would probably be Dr. Byrne. Like you get that guy talking about anything about like astronomy or like black holes or like string theory or anything, he'll talk for, and it's super interesting to listen to because he knows what he's talking about. But like,
Cool.
it's really cool. I would probably say Dr. Byrne.
I like that answer. It's wrong, but it's good. I mean, he is not a nerd.
No, it's
Definitely
all
true. Yes.
are nerds.
But yes, you're absolutely correct. Okay, great. So yeah, we're going to keep adding them up throughout the year. But so far, Dr. Fry is leading the
By
charge. because it's-
definition, if you were to have a picture next to the definition of nerd in the dictionary, it would be Dr. Fry.
The best part is if you suggest to him, as we have, that anyone else on campus might be the biggest nerd, he will argue with you. So this
there
is,
you go.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're like, that's
It's the positive feedback loop.
Exactly.
Seeing his office is just
Yes.
like,
Yes.
wow.
That's what everyone's exactly. Okay, moving on to, with great trepidation, our third question, Dr. Hoyle's hot take.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's really scary.
So I've been thinking about raisins a lot lately, and I love raisins. And I love raisin forward dishes, but I'm not going to give you that hot take because we've talked about food enough. Because I know you all love raisins being
California
young
raisins.
people. You just
I
love
like them
raisins.
covered in yogurt.
I hate raisins.
There's another like dip situation.
Okay, you
Also, that's a
can-
great snack.
Yes.
So
That's
you
a
can dip
great
that in
snack.
Greek yogurt, but not. Okay, got it.
So the real hot take is I have been suffering through these shows on TV where my son likes people being pranked. And I am not amused by any prank shows. Any prank I've seen on TV, I think they're all overwrought, overdone, and I don't like them all. So I think my hot take is that shows and just pranks in general are overrated and boring.
Well, I agree with you. I don't like them either. Kids.
This is going to be a generational thing.
Could
too.
be.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, do you remember like Devious Legs? Like that's too
That was
far.
crazy.
That was too far.
That was
like,
What is it called? We didn't-
Devious Legs. That was from like a
people
while
were like
ago.
literally
Okay.
stealing toilets, like sinks, like bathroom stalls. Like they were
That's
like,
not even
That's
a
like
prank.
a federal
That's just
crime.
like
Yeah, that
that's
was-
just
That's a
committed
crime.
a
Yeah.
crime.
But
That's
like
no longer prank. That's a crime.
a little like harmless prank now
Yeah.
and then. I
I
think
love
it's
a good
pretty
harmless
funny.
prank.
Probably not the person that's being pranked, but like
Yeah.
for everyone else, it's a good.
That's the
time.
point. Like, the person being pranked is usually like, oh, I got to play along with this, but I really don't like it. And you can tell that they don't like it, but yet they've got to play along with it.
That's true. And probably
It's
like
hazing
the
to
nice
me.
thing to say is you're like, that's sad, but like I don't know. It's okay. As long as it's not like just you pranking someone, I feel like that's like too
Yeah,
far
I mean-
sometimes, but, like,
for me, like, okay, I do pranks with my friends, but it's kind of like a, what do you call it? Like a equal thing. Like it
Yeah,
goes
for
back
sure. It
and
goes back
forth.
and
So like it's kind of like I think harmless pranks are fine.
Yeah.
I think harmless pranks are fine. Like, have y'all seen those pranks where like the people on like TikTok and Instagram are like, or well, not you, sorry.
Where he's like, I've been reading actually.
The rest of it, did you ever read
Yeah,
a Melville?
Not the prank. Where like people are like going around and then like they see like the like Nigerian people and stuff and they're like casting spells on them and stuff like that. Like those are kind of they're not actual spells. Okay, they're not actual spells, but those are kind of funny.
Right.
And then like Impractical Jokers
those
are
are
really
that's
fun.
like one of my favorite shows.
Yeah, Impractical Jokers are
I
really
love
funny.
Impractical Jokers.
And I haven't seen anyone get
We
one.
have a young adult producer we want to. She's shaking her head. Yes. Okay, you like Impractical Jokers. And there was a live, did it come to town yet? There's like a live tour, right? Of Impractical Jokers.
Count me out.
Yeah.
You have to take your son to that?
Count
No?
me
What
out.
about you?
I think, like, you bringing up this generational thing, I think when I was much younger, I did find prank shows to be pretty hilarious. Like, thinking back on Ashton
I was going to
Kutcher's
say, did you
Punk'd,
watch that?
right?
Okay, right.
But now, as a much older adult, I'm like, that's mean. That is, those people are like, they're scared, they're mad, they're like unsure what to do, and they're like, oh, everything's falling apart, and then it's like, oh, JK, everything's great, and it's like, oh, cool, my heart is now totally fine, you know, like it was just a joke, heart, like, don't worry about it. So I like now as an adult, I'm like, no, that's okay. I don't.
So
have
I've
that.
talked about like cold cereal in the morning, raisin-focused food,
Dr.
and
Will's
how I don't
100
like
years
those
old.
pranks.
I've never
I feel
heard-
like I've painted myself into like a 300-year-old man.
Get off my yard. That's
I've
what
never
we're
heard
hearing.
anyone say raisin forward before.
Yeah, no, me either.
I don't.
I thought about it. I love raisins.
Well, this is our most raisin forward podcast so far, but we have a couple more coming up this year. So
Who knows?
please, and this is a generational thing. Please, can you guys say like and subscribe? I think I'm too old to say that.
Oh wait, can we
You guys,
make
have you
it
always-
really dramatically?
Whatever you're gonna do, just do it. Yes.
Okay, it's that.
How dramatic are we?
Like.
Go for it.
Okay. All right, ready?
I'm so glad I asked.
All right, ready?
Alright.
3, 2, 1.
Make sure you
Gee,
hit that subscribe button. Give a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Okay.
That was good.
Thank you all very much.
I'm not. Since I've been off
Murray's
field,
out of
yeah.
practice.
That's
He
really
hasn't
it, yeah.
got
He hadn't been
That was
watching
good.
TikTok in
Yeah,
months.
it's
You
okay.
can tell. He can
I've, like,
barely
unrotted my
remember
brain.
what they do.
Yeah.
You're coming over to Dr. Hoyle's side. You're
Yeah.
almost
Yeah,
100
it's
too.
close.
If I see you just popping sun-made raisins in the hallways.
Like, I can't wait for my yogurt in the morning.
All right. Well, thank you guys very much for coming. Thanks.
Yes.
All right.
Yay.
Thank you.
Thanks.